Yo guys, this is TheLQ-Gaming, and in today's video it will be a follow-up video to my last video concerning Sorcery Might DPS for endgame in 2024 in DC Universe Online. I had a fair bit of feedback concerning this from players, some of which have noted that a variety of Sorcery Might loadouts hit for similar damage to my one. I hope that these ideas continue, and if endgame players end up taking Sorcery Might DPS more seriously for endgame, then I have done my job in highlighting this in the last video I did. It may even inspire other competent loadout videos for Sorcery Might DPS in the coming weeks on YouTube from the DC Universe Online community. Today's video is going to focus on a specific part of feedback I had, which is a debate between players using Robot Sidekick or Fury as a pet in their loadout. As a background context for this, Earth Might DPS in the current meta can use Summon Crystal Golem in place of Robot Sidekick, which deals much more damage than Robot Sidekick on single target, especially if the player has set up a crushed power interaction on a target with a debris field, for example. Normally, however, you would need to use Fortify Golem in your loadout to provide power and damage buff to your Crystal Golem, but the issue of this is that for Might DPS you lose damage sacrificing a loadout spot for Fortify Golem. However, if you have a controller in the group that has a BOP Commlink artifact at rank 200 in their first or second artifact slot, the controller should be able to provide power to the Crystal Golem and therefore allow the Crystal Golem to be the better option to Robot Sidekick in that circumstance. You can also test this with sparring targets that give power back to the player and Crystal Golem in your League Hall, base, House Legends, etc, etc. Going back to Sorcery Might, however, the damage difference between Summon Fury and Robot Sidekick is a lot more debatable. Fury does not benefit from higher damage like with the Bad Karma power interaction setup, or at least this isn't explicitly stated in the description. Like Earth's Crystal Golem, Fury benefits from power in when there is a controller in the group with a 200 rank BOP Commlink. However, whether Fury is stronger than Robot Sidekick is highly debatable, and crits will make the difference. As such, I am going to test my parsers with my loadout, both with Fury and with Robot Sidekick, and I will also do it with 10-second parsers, and then again with 30-second parsers, and then again with 60-second parsers. Note that due to the low health of the sparring targets, a lot of the parsers will fall into finisher range, which may give slightly false expectations of overall damage, especially with the higher crits. However, testing parsers for long periods with both pets and again with different Combat Parser Interval settings should hopefully give players more of an idea of why this is heavily debatable, and there isn't necessarily a clear-cut winner between Fury and Robot Sidekick, or at the very least this is my current hypothesis. From the results, you can see between the two it is very close. However, in general, there is a common theme. From the initial passes for 10 seconds, Fury will tend to perform better than the initial passes for Robot Sidekick for the 10-second Combat Parser Interval. Both have crits as the sparring target's health falls into finisher range, with Fury having higher potential for crits than Robot Sidekick, but this is not a guarantee. Now I'm going to test both options using only Fury, and then only Robot Sidekick. Both of these will involve a weapon tap at the start to get into combat, then the rest will be left to Fury and Robot Sidekick. This will be tested with 10-second Combat Parser intervals. Through this, there is a clear leniency towards Fury being stronger in general, though not by much. This was also clearer in my rotation passes when testing with a 60-second Combat Parser interval. While crits from my main rotation can vary and make it seem like there isn't much of a difference, especially with the Batman Who Laughs passive, this is still very close in a raid where there are buff controllers and other buffs in the equation. In conclusion, Fury is slightly stronger than Robot Sidekick, but there isn't a drastic difference when it comes to crits with your primarily Sorcery Might DPS loadout, especially with the Batman Who Laughs passive. You could lock out and get excellent crits with your Sorcery Might DPS loadout while using a Robot Sidekick. Equally, you could be unlucky with crits with your Sorcery Might DPS loadout while using Fury, while a controller in the group has BOP Commlink, and there may not be much difference in the overall passing. Fury certainly has its potential to be stronger than Robot Sidekick, so Summon Fury wins just about, at least for pure single target. Now, let's check AoE with 5 targets, again with 10-second Combat Parser intervals. Bear in mind, I am not using an AoE loadout, nor am I using any superpowers besides the pet. This is purely testing the pets with a 5-target AoE setup. From this, Fury clearly wins. Robot Sidekick stays in the 20s to 30s, while Fury often goes between the 30s and 50s depending on the RNG of both crits and how often Fury does its big attack. Again, this may play out differently with an AoE rotation and crits can vary, but overall Fury is the winner. In general, Summon Fury is superior to Robot Sidekick, and provided the controller in the group has a 200 rank BOP Commlink artifact, this should be the preferred option for Sorcery DPS in general. The damage difference is only small for single target, but much greater for AoE situations. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it useful. Which of Fury or Robot Sidekick will you use in DC Universal 9 with Sorcery DPS? Let me know in the comments below. If you did like this video, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Take care and goodbye.